The Caribbean skies have gone silent, but not for long. Intelligence chatter from U.S. Southern Command has revealed an unprecedented operation, a classified F-35 deployment deep in the heart of the Caribbean. What began as a simple crackdown on drug cartels has evolved into something far more complex, a mission cloaked in secrecy and global implications. Before we uncover what's really happening, make sure to subscribe to JetForce USA, your source for breaking U.S. military power stories and classified aviation missions. Now, stay tuned till the very end, because what you're about to hear may redefine how America projects power in the Western Hemisphere. This isn't just about intercepting smugglers anymore. It's about dominance, deterrence, and the silent war no one's talking about. After months of testing and reconnaissance, U.S. Air Force Command authorized Operation Iron Wave, the next phase of the Puerto Rico mission. Multiple F-35A Lightning IIs were transferred to Roosevelt Roads Air Station under high secrecy. Satellite images confirmed expanded runways, radar installations, and newly fortified hangars. Intelligence sources suggest that this deployment is now permanent, signaling the creation of a full-spectrum deterrence zone covering the Caribbean and northern Latin America. Each F-35 on-site carries a dual role: conventional strike and electronic warfare dominance. With their stealth capabilities, these jets can monitor vast oceanic corridors undetected, ensuring total situational awareness. For Washington, this is about power projection. But for adversaries, it's a warning. Behind the official story of anti-narcotics operations, defense insiders believe the U.S. is using Puerto Rico as a forward operating node for fifth-generation warfare experiments. The Caribbean offers a perfect testbed: open skies, maritime lanes, and proximity to global trade routes. Classified Pentagon documents reference Project Azure Shield, rumored to be an initiative integrating AI-based threat detection with F-35 mission systems. These aircraft don't just fly, they think, analyze, and adapt. For America, this marks the dawn of cognitive combat aviation. For rivals like China and Russia, it's a strategic headache, a reminder that the next war will be fought not only with speed and stealth, but with intelligence itself. Unconfirmed reports indicate that autonomous support drones, possibly variants of the XQ-58A Valkyrie, have been sighted operating near Puerto Rico's eastern coast. These stealth drones act as loyal wingmen for the F-35s, expanding combat range and sensor reach. Together, they create a digital web of real-time surveillance, electronic jamming, and precision targeting. Naval sources have even hinted at temporary carrier groups stationed just beyond civilian radar, suggesting this is no longer a local mission, it's a regional lockdown. The Caribbean Sea has effectively become a proving ground for hybrid warfare, where every radar ping and every satellite signal can trigger global consequences. Regional nations have begun responding. Cuba has condemned the buildup as military intimidation. Venezuela has scrambled its Russian-made Su-30s in nearby airspace. Yet none of these aircraft can match the F-35's fusion warfare systems. Meanwhile, American allies, Colombia, the Dominican Republic, and Panama, have quietly provided intelligence and logistical support. Behind closed doors, a new coalition is forming, not of politics, but of power. The message is clear: the United States is reclaiming uncontested air dominance across the Caribbean. Washington isn't asking permission, it's setting the rules. Each F-35 involved in this mission carries more than firepower. It's a flying supercomputer, capable of gathering data, encrypting it, and transmitting real-time battle intelligence to satellites and command networks thousands of miles away. The onboard AN/APG-81 radar, combined with sensor fusion and AI-assisted decision systems, turns every sortie into a data-driven strike. In simulations, a single F-35 wing could neutralize an entire surface fleet without being detected. That's not science fiction. That's the new American reality. The operation in Puerto Rico proves that stealth isn't just about hiding. It's about seeing everything before anyone even knows you're there. Behind these machines are elite pilots, men and women trained under the 53rd Test and Evaluation Group. Their skills go beyond dogfighting. They're trained in information warfare, electronic disruption, and rapid threat analytics. Interviews from anonymous insiders reveal that many pilots don't even know the full scope of their missions. Orders are encrypted, coordinates are masked until the last second. The Air Force calls it compartmentalized execution. We call it what it is: modern shadow warfare. Every takeoff from Puerto Rico may be a live test of new generation combat doctrines designed for the wars of 2030 and beyond. The Puerto Rico base is now believed to be linked directly to the U.S. Space Force's geointelligence grid. Satellite clusters in low Earth orbit are tracking every vessel, drone, and aircraft within a 1,000-mile radius. Artificial intelligence evaluates movement patterns, predicting potential threats before they materialize. Think of it as a digital net stretched across the Caribbean, invisible but unbreakable. From a strategic standpoint, the region has become the most heavily monitored airspace outside the continental United States. For any adversary considering a move near U.S. waters, the message is unmistakable. The sky belongs to America. Beyond military strength, there's a deeper purpose: safeguarding trade. The Caribbean handles over $1 trillion in annual shipping routes. Drug cartels, pirates, and even state-sponsored saboteurs have long targeted these channels. By deploying the F-35, the Pentagon isn't just chasing smugglers. It's protecting the arteries of global commerce. Every container ship that sails safely, every air corridor that remains open, reinforces U.S. influence in world trade. The jets may be symbols of war, but in reality, they serve a quieter mission: economic security. Around the world, eyes are watching. China's satellite network has increased its passes over the Caribbean by 38% in recent months. Russian naval signals have been intercepted off the coast of Venezuela. Both nations understand that the U.S. is testing something larger than a regional presence, perhaps a prototype model for rapid global air dominance. If successful, Puerto Rico could become a blueprint for future bases across the Pacific and Europe. For America, it's about proving that distance no longer defines power. The Wes and Practical added, while the world sleeps, invisible duels unfold nightly over the Caribbean. Radar ghosts, spoof transmissions, and cyber intrusions mark the silent conflict of the digital battlefield. The F-35s act not only as hunters in the air, but as sentinels of cyberspace, countering intrusion attempts even mid-flight. The skies might look peaceful, but beneath the silence lies a constant exchange of information warfare, where a single packet of data can decide victory or defeat. Local Puerto Rican forces have joined the mission, providing logistical and ground support. New training programs under U.S. Special Operations Command focus on rapid deployment, drone coordination, and anti-interference tactics. Bases once dormant are now alive 24/7. Radar dishes rotate, command vehicles hum, and the night sky flashes with silent sorties. The entire island has transformed from a strategic outpost into a living, breathing defense ecosystem. It's no longer just a base. It's America's forward edge. The operation also carries a psychological weight. Cartels, traffickers, and even rival militaries understand what it means when an F-35 appears in your airspace. It means resistance is futile. The sound of its engine alone has become a symbol of deterrence. Broadcasts across the region emphasize America's resolve. If you threaten stability, you will be seen, and you will be stopped. Through power, precision, and presence, the U.S. has mastered the art of visible invisibility. Defense analysts worldwide agree the F-35 deployment in Puerto Rico marks a historic turning point. It's the fusion of technology, strategy, and political will, a demonstration that the U.S. still leads the world in air superiority. From Eastern Europe to the South China Sea, America's rivals are watching closely, recalibrating their own defense doctrines. The Puerto Rico mission isn't just about a region. It's about setting the pace for the future of modern warfare. As night falls over the Caribbean, the hum of F-35 engines echoes through the clouds, unseen but ever present. The mission continues, wrapped in silence and shadow. What started as a drug cartel operation has become a demonstration of global reach and unmatched power. And yet, the question remains, what's next for America's stealth fleet? If you've made it this far, you're part of the few who know the story behind the headlines. Subscribe to JetForce USA right now and turn on notifications, because the next operation could be even bigger, even darker, and far more revealing. Stay tuned, because the age of invisible warfare has just begun, and it's unfolding right above us.